What's going on, everybody? This is Ashley with the Keto Saga, and I have officially lost 75 pounds. I wanted to do this video for you because so many people have been messaging me and commenting that I look great and what did I do and what was my regimen and everything. But I wanted to tell you guys because you guys have followed me for so long. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I mostly post my weight loss updates as well as some tips and tricks on the ketogenic diet. I did keto and now I'm doing water fasting. So, you guys, if you're interested in losing weight, if you're starting your weight loss journey, bravo for you. I'm giving you guys a round of applause because it is not easy. And I did not lose 75 pounds overnight. It's actually taken 2 years. Now, it's not 2 years straight. I did actually lose 50 pounds with the ketogenic diet. I ended up regaining it when a dear friend of mine passed away. I kind of went off the rails and we had a whole bunch of other really stressful things happening, like life. And so I regained everything. Once I started the ketogenic diet, I started working on my relationship with food. And that was really where my problem was. See, when I was younger, like from the time I was 16, honestly, that's the first time I can remember thinking about any kind of weight loss, anything. I had decided that I was going to starve myself for 3 days when I was 16. Now, at teenage years and everything, everything's out of control and you can't control this and you can't control that, and friends are being shady and relationships are falling apart and they're dating them and he said, she said, right? Okay, so I lost my relationship with food and I decided that I was going to control everything, and it didn't work. Well, it did work for those 3 days. And then I found, I don't know, some form of happiness, and I started eating because I was happy, and then this and that. And so anyway, lo and behold, here I am. And I had gained, I don't know, about 50 pounds maybe during my teenage high school years. Then I met my husband. I was super happy, so I would eat. Then I got pregnant with my daughter. I gained 40 pounds with her, had her. We went on the road. I gained 25 more. Long story short, you guys have a story, I'm sure. Gain, 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 gain. Through the years, of course, I have tried different diets out there. I did the Lemonade Master Cleanse. Thank you, Beyonce. I did the apple diet. I did Atkins. I did Slim Fast. I did juicing. By the way, juicing, I ended up losing about 20 pounds. However, I was getting really sick and found out that juicing was pretty much the only thing keeping me sane at the time, because I was getting vitamins and minerals from the juicing, but my vitamin D level was so low and I was so deficient in vitamin D that I wasn't absorbing as many nutrients as what I should have been. So I was ending up with pneumonia twice a year. So thirsty. So not long after I found juicing, I found the ketogenic diet. Now, I was at my heaviest, and I had tried so many other things that I even made my own diet, you guys. I made a diet called the saucer diet, and it was literally a little teacup size saucer. You could eat whatever you want as long as it was on that saucer. So I lost about 20 pounds with that too, but gained it right back. It wasn't sustainable. In comes the ketogenic diet, which I am a keto coach as well as a ketogenic nutrition specialist. I have researched and planned and had clients and helped them to get started, and that's kind of why I'm doing this channel. I have a Keto for Beginners group on Facebook, the Keto Saga Begins. You guys can check that out. I'll put the link for you guys down below. And I really, really want to help people get started there because that's where I got started. And that's what I highly recommend, is fix your relationship with food first. What keto does is it fixes you from being a carb and sugar burner to a fat burner. Now, how do you do that? 70% fat in the beginning, 25% protein, and 5% carbohydrates. There's a lot that goes into that. I can explain that later if you guys are interested. But I did that for about 2 years. Now, within those 2 years, I did intermittent fasting. Now, intermittent fasting is when you cut your eating window down to a certain amount of time. Like most people, I started with an 8-16, which means you have 8 hours to eat all of your meals, and then it's followed by a 16-hour fast. Most of the time when people are sleeping, so it's really not that big of a deal. So it looks something like you eat your last meal at 6 p.m., you get up and you have your first meal at 10 p.m. That's it. It's really not that hard. And people do really well with it. Well, you can bump that up. So do a 7-17 or an 8-16 or, all the way up. And I was doing all the way up until a 1-23. Then I moved into 24-hour fast. Then I moved into 3-day autophagy fast. Then I found water fasting. So I still do keto on the weekends, and it's something that I highly recommend. Anybody who ever asks, they have really good success with 5 days water fasting, 2 days keto. And so that's kind of what I do, and that's what I recommend personally. It's kind of different for everybody. If you can't do a 5-day water fast, intermittent fasting is totally fine. And that's really what you kind of use to build up to it. People want the instant results. They want to do it overnight. They think not eating is the key. And while you can drop a lot of weight on fasting, if your relationship is not good with food, you're going to have a problem when you do your refeeds. And when you do your refeeds, you can actually gain all your weight back. So that's my suggestion for anybody looking to lose weight or anybody who wants to kick their weight loss up a notch is try water fasting. If you haven't done intermittent fasting, start with that first. If you haven't gotten your relationship with food, try keto, and I can help you with that. So thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be doing these updates as well as tips and tricks for you guys coming up. And whenever I do my meals, I also share that with you guys so you can see what it looks like to eat keto on the weekends. So I will check in with you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for your love and support. You guys have been commenting and messaging me and sharing all of my success, and I really, really appreciate it because it helps me get the word out that you guys are not alone. If you're on a weight loss journey, you're not alone, and there are so many people out there rooting for you. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.